The only reason I allowed the nigga to roll was because Steele wouldn't meet us unless at least one of them motherfuckers who stole from him was present. Me personally, I wanted all of Oni's brothers to come because I had planned to dead them all, and this would have been the perfect time and place to do it. But for now, Wally would have to do. Today would be his last day breathing. After about 20 minutes, we pulled into the parking lot. This it? G sounded disappointed. I don't know what he was expecting. This shit look abandoned. It's closed down. Them niggas just use it as a hangout spot and a place to conduct business, Wally told us. I pulled around the back of the club. Wally had already told me that if something went down, there were only 2 exits, one in the front and one in the back. So I decided to park in the back, while hoping that my gut instinct was right. I pulled up next to a black Suburban, the only car there. I assumed that our guests were already inside. I deaded the engine. We got out and met at the trunk of my ride, looking around the deserted lot for anything or anybody out of place. Satisfied, I then checked out the 3 duffels one last time and slammed the trunk shut. I kept the one with the cash and gave Snell the other 2 with the bricks. One had coke, the other meth. G was the firepower. We headed to the back door, and there was 2 niggas standing in the cut, obviously waiting on our arrival and clocking our every move. Spider, what up, nigga? This nigga had a long neck and was skinny as a beanpole. Wally greeted him as if he was a regular there, and we were enjoying an evening out on the town. Spider hawked and spit in Wally's face. To my surprise, Wally was cool. He wiped his face with the back of his hand, smiled, and said, I see somebody ain't getting no pussy last night. Spider then anxiously grabbed the duffel bags and checked their contents. No one bothered to pat us down. Red flag. Gratified, he led the way, while his partner, who looked like a linebacker, took up the rear. My heart was racing. I was anxious to start busting niggas right then and there, but I knew I had to be cool until I got my little man out of harm's way. When we got inside the old club, there was this faggot motherfucker Steele waiting on us, mugged up. Wally did good with his description. He was tall, thin, with sharp, cold eyes. As soon as he spotted Wally, he stood and swiftly drew a shiny Heckler and Koch, one of my favorites, and shot Wally in the leg. Fuck! Everybody drew their weapons. This nigga was precise, and I was worried. Wally stood there screaming, obviously in pain. Shut up, man! You ain't dead! Snell yelled at him. This nigga Steele then had the nerve to calmly take his seat and was now propped up on a leather sofa like he was a fucking Don or some shit. His long black dreads with red tips hung loosely over his shoulders. The image of him toking a cigar vexed me as much as the smoke that clouded the room. My son. I had to stay focused. I was here to get my son, I reminded myself. You can relax your weapons. Just know that I ain't done with that scum. His muscle lowered their weapons, then myself, followed by G and Snell. Wally was still wailing in pain. All right, we here. I got your shit. Now where's my son? There was no need for formalities. Who the fuck is you? Steele sneered, while mean-mugging me as if I gave a fuck. He knew who I was. I'm a monster, but today I come as a father. I just want what belongs to me, my son. And in exchange, I'm giving you back what belongs to you, I said, as I patted the duffel bag I was holding and nodded to the 2 Snell had. Oh, yeah? I heard about you. He looked at me with contempt. Let me see what y'all working with. They already checked the bags at the door. Let me see my son. Your shit is all there. The nigga